It's been a long road to this point in the season, but we are officially down to 2. It's game 1 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got these starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Grounded up the first baseline. Napoli's there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kluber's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Bryant around first, heading for second. And he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double.
Boy, when you hit a ball into the gap like that, I don't care who the outfielders are. You have no chance of chasing that thing down. Splits the outfielders perfectly, in for an easy double. And boy, you got some things going now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Ben Zobrist will stand in for the first time here in this World Series, and you see the numbers. He's been as hot as anybody around.
Maybe the hottest hitter on the ball club through the first few rounds. If he can keep it going here in the World Series, I think they're going to have a good shot at going all the way.
The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2 and 2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3 and 2. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway thing.
Hit hard back up the middle. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 1. Tribe coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the...
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Grounded to third. Bryant is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is taken outside for ball one.
No strike.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first. Took the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. On the ground to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Javier Baez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Kluber sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Stepping in now, number 40. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Designated hitter,
Jorge Soler will step in now as the designated hitter here in the World Series.
Yeah, and thanks to the American League's win in the All-Star game, we're going to have a DH in games 1, 2, 6, and 7. So maybe a chance for a little more offense than they're normally accustomed to.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Napoli strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Squared that one up just a little late. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Jose Ramirez stands in. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting sixth, right fielder.
Boy, and this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. This one's flared toward left center. Russell onto the grass, and that ends the inning. Stick around because Jason Heyward will lead things off when we come back. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And there is Jason Heyward. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Kluber gets the sign. First pitch on the way. And a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. But this is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Dexter Fowler will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. I mean, you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Chris Bryant strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. Ground ball left side. Low throw that time, but old Napoli's no stranger to balls in the dirt, and he makes a nice scoop there for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Hit to short. Lindor scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're up 1-0. Number 30 settles into the box for his first chance.
Center fielder, number 30.
And that misses inside 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Heyward has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Batting 8.
Leadoff man retired now for Coco Crisp. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Hit hard to short. Russell has it. On to first, and Coco's gone for the second out.
Batting 9th, catcher,
Roberto Perez steps into the box. popped high in the air. Bryant is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.